Tyrese Gibson, the singer and actor known for his roles in big movies, is making headlines today for all the wrong reasons. His two powerful dogs broke free from his home in an upscale Atlanta neighborhood and attacked a neighbor's pet, leaving everyone shocked and upset. This happened just a couple of weeks ago on September 18th. And now it's blowing up into a full-blown story with police videos, legal troubles, and Tyrese speaking out. Let's dive into what went down, step by step, because this isn't just about a dogfight, it's about responsibility, safety, and quiet communities, and how one split-second decision can turn a celebrity's life upside down. Picture this quiet evening in Atlanta's Buckhead area, where fancy homes sit back from the street with tall fences and manicured lawns. It's around 8 p.m., the sun has dipped low, and folks are winding down after a long day. A man named Michael Dwyer is out walking his friendly little dog named Henry, a sweet pup who's more lapdog than tough guy. Everything seems normal until out of nowhere, two massive dogs come charging from Tyrese's property. These aren't your average family pets. They're Cane Corsos, a breed that's built like tanks with strong jaws and a protective streak a mile wide. Eyewitnesses later said the bigger dog, a male named Boss, grabbed Henry by the neck and shook him like a rag doll, while the other one joined in, turning what should have been a peaceful stroll into pure chaos. Dwyer fought back, yelling and pulling at the dogs, but it was too late. Henry didn't make it, and the scene was heartbreaking, with blood on the sidewalk and neighbors rushing out to help. Police got called right away, and the Fulton County officers showed up quick to sort things out. They took statements from Dwyer and others who heard the screams. Turns out Tyrese's dogs had slipped through a gap in the fence. Nothing fancy. Just a regular backyard setup that wasn't secure enough for dogs this size and strength. Animal control stepped in, grabbing the two Cane Corsos and taking them away for evaluation. No one got hurt besides Henry, thank goodness, but the damage was done. Dwyer told reporters he just wants justice, not revenge. But he can't believe how fast it all happened in what he thought was a safe spot to live. He even shared that Henry was like family, the kind of dog who greeted everyone with a wag and a lick, making the loss hit even harder. Now, here's where it gets really interesting and a bit messy. Just days before this tragedy, Tyrese had posted a video on YouTube that has everyone talking. The clip is titled, "Tyrese Unleashes His Guard Dogs, Bite Their Ankles Off." In it, he's out in his yard, laughing and hyping up Boss and the other dog, tossing commands like, "Get 'em," and showing off how quick and fierce they are. It's the kind of fun, over-the-top content fans love from him. But looking back, it feels eerie. Police mentioned this video in their report, noting how it showed the dogs training for protection, which might explain why they reacted so aggressively when they got loose. Social media exploded after the news broke. People were posting comments like, "Those dogs look scary. Tyrese knew what he had," and others defending him, saying accidents happen. But the backlash was strong, with fans turning on him fast, calling it irresponsible to own such powerful animals without top-notch security. Fast forward to last week, and the police aren't letting this slide. They released their own video from a nearby doorbell camera, capturing the dogs trotting down the street like they owned the place, just minutes before the attack. You can see them weaving between cars, heads high and tails straight, no leash in sight. It's chilling because it looks so casual, like they're out for a joyride. Based on that footage and witness accounts, officers issued a warrant for Tyrese on charges related to the incident, things like letting dogs run loose and not controlling them properly. Reports say he was supposed to turn himself in, but as of yesterday, he hadn't shown up at the station, which only fueled more rumors and worry. Neighbors in the area are on edge now, with some starting petitions for stricter rules on big breeds in residential spots. One local even told a news crew, "We moved here for peace, not to dodge wild animals." Tyrese, never one to stay quiet, finally broke his silence on Instagram late last night. In a raw video from his home, he looked straight into the camera, eyes red like he'd been crying, and said he's heartbroken over what happened to Henry. He explained that the dogs meant the world to him. But after talking with his team and the neighbors, he made the tough call to rehome them to a secure facility far from the city. "Oh, I never meant for this," he said, his voice cracking. "These pups were my protectors, but I get it now, safety first for everyone." He also promised to cover any costs for Dwyer and to work with animal experts to make sure nothing like this happens again. His lawyer, Gabe Banks from a firm in Atlanta, put out a statement too, saying Tyrese is cooperating fully and plans to address the warrant soon. It's a side of Tyrese we don't see often, the vulnerable guy behind the tough guy image. But the story doesn't stop there. As word spread, more details trickled out about the dogs themselves. King Corsos come from Italy, bred originally to guard farms and livestock, which means they're loyal to a fault, but need firm handling and lots of exercise. Experts chimed in on TV segments, warning that without proper fences or muzzles in public, these dogs can turn from gentle giants to serious threats in seconds. One trainer even pointed out that Tyrese's YouTube video might have encouraged the dog's bold behavior, though that's just speculation. Meanwhile, Dwyer's side of things painted a picture of a man grieving deeply. He shared old photos of Henry on social media, captioning them with memories of park playdates and cozy couch naps, pulling at heartstrings across the internet. The community's response has been a mix of anger and calls for change. In Buckhead, where homes can cost millions and folks value their privacy, this incident has sparked town hall meetings about pet laws. Some residents are pushing for mandatory microchipping and double gates for high-energy breeds, while others worry it'll stigmatize all big dogs unfairly. Animal rights groups jumped in too, praising Tyrese for rehoming the dogs but urging him to donate to local shelters as a goodwill gesture. On the flip side, Tyrese's loyal fans rallied, flooding his posts with messages of support like "We got you. Bro, focus on healing." It's that divide you see so often in celebrity scandals. One group sees negligence, the other sees a guy caught in a bad moment. As the dust settles or tries, two investigators are piecing together if there were any prior complaints about the dogs. From what we've heard, there weren't red flags before this, but the fence issue keeps coming up as the key mistake. Tyrese has been spotted around town, keeping a low profile, maybe jogging solo now that his furry sidekicks are gone. His team says he's focusing on upcoming projects, but you can bet this will linger in courtrooms and conversations for months. For Dwyer, it's about closure, getting answers on why his best buddy had to pay the ultimate price for someone else's oversight. And that's the core of it all. In a world where celebrities live next door to everyday folks, the lines between private life and public safety blur fast. One loose gate, two strong dogs, and suddenly a neighborhood's trust is shattered. It's a reminder that even stars have to follow the same rules as the rest of us when it comes to keeping things secure at home. Now, to wrap this up, a quick look back at how Tyrese got here in the first place. He burst onto the scene back in the late 90s as a teen heartthrob with hits like "Sweet Lady," that smooth R&B track that had everyone humming along. From there, he slid into acting, stealing scenes in the Fast and Furious franchise as Roman Pierce. The comic relief with killer one-liners, movies like Transformers and Black Nativity showed his range, blending charm with depth. He's also a dad, a motivational speaker, and always posting about positivity on social media. This dog drama? It's a bump in a road that's been full of ups and downs, but it shows how even the most guarded lives can let trouble slip through the cracks. We'll keep watching to see how it plays out. Stay tuned for updates as they come.